Homer led the league in tackles with 85. The deep ball for Darius Prince, and Philadelphia's on the board first.
On the draw, this is Bryson Allen. And Allen weaving his way all the way down to the 22. 10-yard line, 5. Mayfield, dancing all around. Throwing as far as he can throw it. Jump ball coming. Crazy stuff. Not this time.
And you want to be a wide receiver, you're going to have to take a little bit of a hit like that as Brown got him in that shoulder, but watch. Those are teeth.
Do we have a dentist on staff here?
Today we're joined by quarterback Andre Sale of the Louisiana Voodoo. Sale was just most recently with the Tulsa Oilers of the IFL under former NFL linebacker Marvin Jones. Andre, thank you for joining us tonight. How are you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm doing so good. Thank y'all for having me on.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you. We'll also have joined by my trusty co-host here, Michael Washington. How are you doing tonight, Michael?
It'd be better if my Commanders could get, a win. It'd be nice once in a while. But, yeah, I'm doing all right. For being a Florida State fan and a Washington fan. I'm doing okay.
Tough place for you, man.
Oh, man.
No doubt.
So many years of just disappointment, man. So many years.
Hey, Jamie's got it done for you. And Penix is, well, Washington. You're not talking about the Commanders. So, yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah. Commanders, I don't think. Mark Rippon, I think, was the last time he got it done. So, Jameis got it done for Florida State in 2013, but that's still 10 years of just Willie Taggart.
Yeah.
So, I like the coach we got now, though. So,
man, I did too. Did y'all see that thing that came out about the Penix? How they screwed that up with Taggart?
No, I didn't see that.
Florida State. He wanted to go to Florida State, and somehow they put all their eggs in on a different basket, and then it ended up with nothing. So, but he's killing it at Washington. He's been fun to watch.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this took a quick left turn, and we're here to talk about Andre, believe it or not college football. Yeah. But that was shocking to hear. But for anybody who's tuning in, please hit that like button. Help us push that this interview out to further new viewers. Help us spike that YouTube algorithm. But Andre, I mean, obviously we were talking off camera a little bit ago. You're from Louisiana. You get the opportunity to sign with the Voodoo. How excited are you to represent a team from your state, your home state?
Man, I'm very excited, and it's an honor to be a part of the first year back of the AFL and to be in Lake Charles. When I saw it was in Lake Charles, it obviously brought a lot of interest. I got a lot of family in Lake Charles. That's where I'll be for Christmas. So, man, it's a lot of emotions, but man, it's such a blessing, and I'm so excited to get back down.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my biggest questions for you is playing. You've obviously played at LSU, so you know what the atmosphere is like playing in there. Were you a Voodoo fan when the AFL was around? I'm assuming you must have been, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Did you follow it back then? Yeah, okay.
I did. Me and my dad would watch. I think it was our Friday night games. Like it'd be the spring, and we would be looking for something in summer, and we were always, we were living in Little Rock after Katrina moved us up there, but we were still following the Voodoo, and we still follow LSU and the Saints. So it's cool to see when I saw the Voodoo was coming back. I assumed they were going to be in New Orleans, the New Orleans Voodoo, but it's going to be the Louisiana Voodoo. It's going to be the whole state represented. We're going to have guys all over the state coming in. So it should be a really, really good deal. And Coach Shiver's got a great vision for us, man. And I loved watching y'all's interview with him and had me pumped up. And I was like, man, I need to get on one with you guys too. So I appreciate you guys for having me on.
Absolutely. We're very blessed to have you on as well. We got a couple comments rolling in. Sale killed in Tulsa. So actually, thank you for setting up my next question perfectly, because I was going to say before the AFL came back, you were the starter to finish out the season in 2023 for Tulsa. had a great 6-game stretch, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a little over 1,100 yards. This was kind of more or less your first opportunity to start since basically college with Tennessee. What was it like to step into that role after such a long stretch of having to kind of sit on the bench and watch guys like Nate Davis play ahead of you?
Oh man, it was awesome, and I have all love and respect for Coach Marvin Jones giving me that opportunity to go in and, I mean, play my first week in San Diego against, like you said, my mentor Nate Davis, and we had a great offense there. Coach Purdue and all our receivers, all the O linemen, man. They have a good thing going, and it's going to be fun to watch them this year. Bringing a lot of those guys back, a lot of those coaching back, and meant nothing but love for the guys in Tulsa. And I was able to just go in and lock in and cut out all the distractions in my life, and was still able to work my job with APS out here in Albuquerque. So it's such a blessing that all these people have given me such an opportunity and supported me throughout my dream and my journey.
One of the things about Tulsa that I absolutely loved was their ability to pack the stands.
Oh my gosh,
and have that atmosphere.
Week in, week out, man. Even with all the tough losses, man, they still showed up and supported. They were showing up on the Sundays when Coach Jones would do his interviews, and I'm gonna miss that atmosphere. But I know we're gonna pack that Civic Center down in Lake Charles. So,
well, that was my next question: is do you think that New Orleans? Do you think Louisiana is going to show out like that for you guys, or at least I imagine you hope so, right?
I know. I'm gonna have my family at every game. They're gonna be loud, so I apologize to y'all. Yeah, y'all probably hear them on the broadcast. So I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good family experience, and I know we're signing a bunch of Louisiana guys, so we're gonna get their family and friends in, and it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be crawfish season. We have crawfish boils, and I mean, I can't wait.
Man, I love crawfish. There is one thing I did want to ask real quick about your time with Tulsa too, real quick. When you kind of took over the starting job, when it over, did that offense change at all to suit your style in comparison to any of the quarterbacks that were before you, or was it just kind of a plug and play and it just worked well for you?
Plug and play at first. Coach Purdue told me, he said, I'm not going to let you fail. And so we went out, and there was a lot of I ran the spread at a high school, and so a lot of the arena concepts are spread concepts. So I'm comfortable reading them out, and you kind of know what you're going to get when you're playing arena football. There's only so many coverages you can run, and a lot of it's pre-snap. And I was able to go through and draw out each concept, and he would send me the play sheet, and I'd tell him what I liked, and but he did do a lot more RPOs for me. I wouldn't have to run as much, and we could really use the strengths of our speedy guys like Nance and Rosario and Crockett. Those guys were killers out there, and we knew it. I wasn't going to really beat teams running the ball, but man, if I could pull it and throw it to those guys, they could beat some teams, and it was fun getting the ball in their hands.
Crockett's a dog, man.
He's a dog, man.
He is a dog.
And he's a hometown dude. They love him, and they love him in Oklahoma, man. Him and Trey Harvey, man, the hometown guys. They both were. Harvey reached out to me, and he's like, dude, you can't, there's nothing like playing in front of your hometown. So Lake Charles isn't exactly my hometown, but it's where my mom's from. That's where my grandparents are from. Like, they've laid the carpet out. Like, we're gonna really feel like home for me. I know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I was going to go ahead and queue up your highlights here from LSU. I couldn't find your Tulsa highlights. I really wanted to, but I couldn't.
I never put Tulsa one together yet. I was going to pay somebody, but I got a few, offers, and it was just like, it didn't look like we're needed. These are all practice. I was running the twos here, just finding Jamar. Jamar was a freshman, so I'm like, this guy can play. Let me get him the ball. But yeah, we had some dogs out there, man. They took me to the next level. I saw, like, this is how I got to see Joe going at it every day. Like, this is the process, this is what it's going to take. And it took me really coming and maturing and growing up and seeing that, looking back. But it was a blessing. I got to run scout team. And so there's D. Anderson. Hopefully we get him in. He was New Orleans.
Yeah, my Breakers.
Yeah, he was with the Breakers. He's a big and fast man. So he's gonna be getting we're gonna be reaching out to him.
So I was actually kind of curious. You've done some coaching in the past, overseeing quarterbacks and wide receivers at a college. Are you planning to continue to do that in the AFL offseason?
We'll see. I'm gonna keep doing my medical sales job. I work for Advanced Pathology Solutions, and I'm really enjoy this. It's gives me a good escape from football, I guess you could say. But after I'm done playing, I don't know when that's going to be. I'll be open to whatever is the right fit for me at the time. But man, I really do love my company, and they've given me the opportunity to grow this company, and they'll hopefully be giving me the opportunity to come work in Louisiana too, which will be awesome.
Maybe we'll see you over there as a quarterbacks coach for LSU at some point in time, huh?
Maybe give me with this guy, man. Give me with the Heisman. Come on.
Yeah,
What?
you said you said that first throw in your highlight was to Jamar, man. I know this isn't really about you as much as it is Jamar, but that route, man. Oh
Dude,
my God, like that as
he's
a freshman.
true freshman. Yeah,
Mm.
there's Mr. A Day. I got to shout out my Catholic High Rockets, all my Rocket alumni in Little Rock, man. That gave me the start. They really helped me become a man and helped me form my Catholic faith, and just nothing but love for those guys. And Mr. A Day, we'll see what happens. So we'll see if they want to bring me back.
Look at that! You get an offer right offer during your interview. Look at that. That's awesome.
I was gonna say, I think he wants to bring you back.
No, he's awesome, man. I was able to go back to their homecoming game this year, which is awesome because I've been coaching and playing in the fall, and so this is my first time to go back to a home game, and brought back some great memories and got to see everybody and walk the halls, and anything I do to give back to those guys and all the current Rockets and future Rockets are going to be, man. Y'all don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll help you guys however I can.
I love that. Michael, I believe it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn? Oh. No, Andre, I was just curious because where you are coming from the IFL, which has more of an indoor rules, to the arena ball, which is more of an arena, style rules. I'm assuming, have you ever played arena style rules at all, or is this going to be kind of like a first time for you as well?
My first time. And so I've talked to some people. I talked with Coach Purdue. I talked with Nate Davis, who's my mentor out here. And we were actually training all that footwork today. So he was telling me how to get back under center faster if I do have to go under center, and quickening up my steps and my drop, and then all about that momentum, hitting that last step if I do have to fade away if I have a guy in my face. So we were working all those drills today, and it's going to be, I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to get ready for the arena. I'm going to learn all the rules and, the mic and the jack. So I'm going to get familiar with the terminology, and I can't wait to learn from Coach Shiver and Coach Hemp. Coach Hemp played a huge part in recruiting me in here. He was at San Diego as a defense coordinator last year, so he knows what I'm about. He got to see it firsthand. So I can't wait to get to work with those guys and all the talent they're bringing in.
Absolutely. So I'm kind of curious. I mean, you spent the time behind Nate Davis, like you spoke about. You talk about him as your mentor. Although that you didn't really play much in Duke City, I mean, what did you learn while you were behind Nate, which was arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the IFL?
I learned the power of film study. I was grinding in Tulsa. I'd get on my iPad and watch film probably 5 hours a day, and he would tell me what to look at. He'd tell me how he watches film, and that would just paint me the picture. I would know kind of what they're going to be running just from. I watched it with so many different formations and different teams, and so I knew I could get my pre-snap reads, and that's what Nate does so good. He's so in control. He knows right where he's going with the ball, and so arena is so quick. You process things so quick, and that was huge for me. The film is how you prepare for that.
Yeah, I was curious. Do you have anybody who is around you at this point in time, since you've hooked up with Coach Shiver with Louisiana, that's kind of aiding you or kind of being that mentor to you for the arena side? I know it's still early in the process, but have you made any connections on that front that's at least maybe try to help your transition be a little smoother?
Just Nate, and then I have my agent John Price. He's been huge in my ear. He's been around the arena game, and so I know Coach Shivers has too. So I can't wait to get with him and really learn. There's so many ways to, I don't know, skin the deer or whatever they say, but I want to learn every way. I want to learn the best ways and take something from each one of these guys. I'm so thankful for them all being welcome to coaching me up and giving me their knowledge. And so And I've already been talking to some of these guys. I was on the Instagram DMs with Kerry Starks, and then I got to see Trayvon and Chris's interview. So we got some good guys, and I can't wait to learn and compete with those guys. And iron sharpens iron. That's what's going to happen down in Lake Charles.
I wanted to actually get your comment on that. It seems like every single person the Voodoo have signed have some sort of ties to the state of Louisiana.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's by design to kind of build some of the fan base in year one. But I mean, talk about the guys you've been able to get out of the state of Louisiana. I mean, like you just spoke about Kerry Starks, Trayvon. There's been a couple other players that have been announced already, and they're all the same thing. Very, very talented players. I mean, how excited are you getting about this roster?
Oh, I'm so you saw the highlights. That's not me. I'm just kind of throwing at the spots. Those guys are going to make the plays. That you turn on the NFL Sunday, there's a bunch of Louisiana guys out there. There's a lot of talent down there. So what's up, Chris? And a big shout out to Chris. I hope so, man. He's an Oklahoma boy. I don't know if he wants to come, but he's welcome. But man, Louisiana, they just breed talent, man, breed athletes. And there's so many guys. There's so many colleges around. Like I was coaching Northwestern State, so hopefully we can get some of those guys down there if they want to come in and get a shot. But FCS, there's Tulane, LSU, Louisiana Monroe, La Tech, and then we're gonna have the Houston market too. We're gonna be right there on southwest corner of Louisiana. So we're gonna tap into all that. And a lot of those Katrina boys went out to Houston. So there's going to be some Louisiana guys coming from all over the place, and it's going to be like a big old gumbo pot, man. We're all going to fit together, and it's going to be good.
I was trying to get Darius Boone to come on with me.
Okay.
I hooked up with him over there on Twitter, on X or whatever you want to call it now. After he transferred down there to Northwestern State, I was trying to get him to come on to me. Come on over with me. I want to know if he wants to play ball. He was one of the reasons why I kind of started rooting for Eastern Michigan in the MAC, because dude's electric. So I was
nothing else to do on Tuesday nights. We got to watch some action.
Yeah, always got some action. Always got to watch some action for sure. I was going to ask with the and I think I just threw it all off on myself. Actually, I was going to talk about Louisiana. You guys are definitely a producer of talent. I mean, you think about Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns. You think about La Tech. You think about LSU. I mean, the Sun Belt Conference as a whole kind of has started kind of running through Louisiana a little bit over the last few years, with some of the rivalries. I mean, I can't imagine that there isn't a plethora of talent down there that you guys are going to be able to just load up on with the amount of colleges that you guys have.
There's a lot of access to talent down there, and whatever the coaches need me to do, I'll reach out to whoever they need me to. So, but Coach Hemp has done a great job. I know he's on top of it. There's a lot of guys who have signed they haven't been able to announce yet. So there's going to be a lot of talent. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a bunch of good guys in there, and that's just going to make us better. Hopefully we got, some good other quarterbacks who's going to come in and compete with me and make me better. And, if I can mentor them or help them along the way, I'll do whatever they need me to do. So I can't wait. Yeah, Louisiana, man, it's a talent bed, so it's gonna be fun going back there.
Absolutely. So speaking of that, it sounds like you've kind of taken up an unofficial role of recruiter for the Voodoo. Talk to me a little bit about some of the guys that you may have talked to about coming down there and joining you if you can.
Man, there's a lot of guys. A lot of guys have reached out with their film, and I'm sending it all to the coaches. So a lot of names, a lot of guys I've played with at Tennessee Tech, at LSU, in New Mexico, out west. A lot of guys that have been reaching out. So I'm just letting the coaches do their process. I trust them. They've done a great job, but I wanted to get signed as early as possible. Once we got the good contract in hand, I was like, got enough answers that I felt comfortable about it. I wanted to get it in ink so that I could start recruiting for them.
Obviously, with the AFL coming back as something, and obviously this is a question that I asked Coach Shiver a little bit partially as well. Were the reservations that you may have had going into a new league like this, or a league that was coming back, was that something that Coach Shiver, and when you talk to the other coaches or players around, it kind of quell that for you, and it just made sense to make that move? For sure. And
see, like just talking about the league and how much it's going to work for like Jordan just said with the Jaden Daniels, like for pocket passers, like it's a great league for us. I think it's I can't wait just to grow and expand and hopefully just make this league like the league, and like it was. And so that's our goal. We're just gonna, but we got to build it right. It starts day-to-day basis. So, and I think they're building it right. Coach Shiver and Coach Hamp, they're great stand-up guys, and they're doing the right things. And so it was a no-brainer whenever we all got on the phone, and they got on the phone with my agent, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Well, I mean, you got us in your guys' corner for sure.
Awesome.
I mean, I know that for a fact. Everybody here at Shady Sports we're definitely rooting for the league and rooting for everybody that we have on for sure. So
awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Are y'all gonna come down to Lake Charles? Be a party down there.
I would love to. I would love to. I'm a family man, but I mean, I could probably make it happen. But yeah.
Bring the family. It's a family environment. It's gonna be a good family fun. Louisiana Voodoo football games.
I got 3 girls. I don't. They don't really like football. They kind of make fun of me for liking it as much as I do.
That's awesome.
So
yes,
I'm a girl dad all day.
Oh, I love it, man. I respect it.
Man, tons of comments rolling there for a minute. So probably my final question for you. I mean, man, I just totally blanked now that I'm actually focused on asking it.
Use your improv skills, Sam.
Use
your improv skills.
Have none, apparently.
Look at Carter. That's a legend right there. Carter the Power. He's gonna be tuning into these games. So hopefully we get him down to Lake Charles with Jordan, my friend out here in Albuquerque. So
there you go.
And I'm really looking forward to giving back to all these people. Louisiana's given me so much, and just the opportunity to get back down there and start this thing and do it right, man. I'm gonna feel really good about it. So I can't wait, guys. So thank y'all for having me on, man.
So ever since, Sam, since you didn't have anything for improv, I got an improv real quick question. You said you were in Albuquerque right now. You're in New Mexico, right?
Yeah, I live in Albuquerque. So I took the medical sales job from Northwestern State, and I've been covering New Mexico, Southwest Colorado, West Texas for the past 2 years now. I go to podiatry clinics and wound care centers and try to get their business to send to our lab in Little Rock, Arkansas. So I'm going to be doing the same thing in Louisiana, hopefully.
Well, I'm just looking at the outpour that we've been seeing here in the comments coming from you. I was just going to ask, has your phone stopped since you've been announced over there?
Yeah, man, it has. And I apologize, everyone haven't been able to get back to you, but I've been really trying. Like, I'm trying to get through all the messages. It's been awesome, though. And my family's been the same way. Like all the support we have in Louisiana is going to be awesome. And I know they're going to show up to the games and show out. They're going to be loud and supportive, and we're going to give them a good show.
So you guys successfully gave me enough time to think about my question. But obviously, I would assume you had some IFL offers left on the table. I mean, was there any situation you would have potentially considered not returning to Louisiana for instead of?
There were some good offers, and there were some good teams that had reached out, but it was a no-brainer. And it was a pretty easy, I was with my family over Thanksgiving, and all this kind of happened when I was with my family. So it was a group decision, and everyone I'd reached out to was like, man, it's a no-brainer. You just feel God moving these pieces around. And I'm Catholic. The first reading today was about the potter using his clay, and there's a lot of, he's going to use me as clay down there. We're going to make this a really good, show for the people, and we're going to do really good things with the Voodoo.
Man, I love hearing it. Because the Voodoo is one of my favorite names
of
all teams ever.
I missed the top hat, but I like the little Native American, because I'm out here in Albuquerque in the Sandia Mountains covered with snow right now. It's beautiful. And so it's going to give me a little, Western flair instead of the top hat. I've never been a top hat guy. I got too big hair.
I would say your hair is really nice. I mean, I could probably pull a top hat off without being bald and all, but like
this man, I've got too much of it. I'm gonna need to cut it.
I would say you can't put that underneath the top hat. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't look right. I mean, Sam maybe with that. What is that? A faux comb over in the front?
No, that's natural. Believe it or not, it just lays that way, man. I can't do anything about it.
Hey, but Mike, at least you got the beard going for the winter beard,
But you know what? You know what it is with this beard for me on my end is this is about as far as it grows, and then it
Really?
just stops. Like it doesn't go any further. It's
You don't have to
weird.
trim. At least you don't have to trim it from there. You know.
Well, I still trim it up because it gets
Okay.
kind of like I get like one long piece that like sticks way out here, and
Yeah,
so
to shape it up.
I still trim it up a little bit. But yeah,
I need to get mine going for the snow out here in the mountains, the mountain ranges. I posted. I was throwing with Nate today, but I had to get a video. They were so beautiful. We go up in to La Cueva High School and get a bunch of kids, all of Nate's kids that he coaches, and then all the local guys who play for the Gladiators or who are playing other places. We all get out there and train every Sunday. So it's a really good deal that Nate puts on, and he's coaching me up. I'm coaching the kids up. He's coaching the kids up, and just trying to get back to the community. He does such a good job of that, and I'm thankful he lets me come do it as well. Give my experience on to these kids too.
it's all about giving back to the community. That's what these leagues are
100%,
for, man. Like
100%, man.
Chris had a quick question. How did Northwestern State handle everything?
You talking about this past season?
Yeah.
Man, I know it was tough for them down there. I talked with Bo Blair like a couple weeks ago, and I mean, my heart just goes out to those guys and to Ronnie Caldwell and man, I don't know enough to speak on it, but my heart's been with them. I've been praying with them and praying for them, and I hope everybody lands on their feet. I hope they do the student athletes right because we have some really good talented guys down there, and you just never want to see something like that happen in a program.
the situation, man, was it's hard to talk about too. Like it's tough.
Man,
It's a tough
it
situation
is.
for
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, I can't
And
imagine what they're going through though.
And there's some good people down there. Brad Laird's a great human being, a great coach, and my heart goes out to him too. He always did me right, and so nothing but love and respect for those guys. And my heart's just out for those guys. And if any of you guys are watching at Northwestern State, man, y'all need to reach out. Please feel free. Y'all all have my number, so I'm here.
That's awesome. I love that. Michael, did you have anything left?
No, Andre, I just wanted to say, man, thanks for coming on. I mean, the interview was awesome. Talking football with you is just a natural thing, man, and
For sure.
we're definitely rooting for you. I mean, I still haven't quite decided between my actual AFL team.
Oh, it's gonna be the
just
voodoo.
yet.
I'm gonna send you up a hat. We're gonna get you,
But-
some voodoo gear.
I mean, I might have to. I mean, with everything that's been happening with the voodoo, it may end up being the voodoo for sure. Like with everything going on with you guys,
Coach
between you,
Shivercamp,
Coach Schreiber, and you,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Y'all definitely gonna root for us. We're gonna put on a good show, and we got some good guys. We got really good people who are joining this team. So it's not just gonna be just like a bunch of talent. We're gonna have some good guys, and we're gonna go out in the community, and we're gonna help Southwest Louisiana and Lake Charles, and that's one of the best groups of people that I've ever been around. Communities of people. They're very tight knit, and they're gonna take us all in. And I'm just so excited to be a part of it and a part of this opportunity.
and those voodoo hats hit hard.
Oh, I know, and I can't wait
They
for
hit hard.
all the colors. It looks like we're gonna be black and gold, so a little Saints tribute, and we're all Saints fans in Louisiana, so it's gonna be really cool to wear the black and gold and play in a dome, and not in a dome, but like in an arena,
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's gonna be a good time.
We're,
That's my dad
we're
right
still
there.
waiting. We're still waiting to hear about the ownership, right? That's what we're still waiting to
I
hear.
know it's supposed to be a celebrity.
That's what we're waiting on.
We'll see. I don't know.
Like how you're playing it off like you don't know.
I don't. I haven't known. I mean, I haven't really asked. I've been too busy recruiting and thanking everybody for all their well wishes, I guess.
That's fair. That's fair.
And Sam,
That's-
even if he
that's
knew, he
definitely
probably
fair.
wouldn't be able to tell us. So I mean, it'd be
That's right. That's right. that's probably why they didn't tell me. They weren't sure if I was gonna be on here blabbing with you guys.
have a Tom Holland league
That's
going
possible.
on.
That's right.
It's very possible. I kind of wonder how much they tell players when they're like, oh, this piece of information can't go out.
Right.
Can't tell any players because then one player is going to tell another. And
That's exactly right. The telephone game goes, and then one guy, opens up his mouth a
100%.
little too much. But they've told me about some of the guys who they've signed who I'm not allowed to talk about yet, and I'm really excited about those guys and can't wait for them to be released. And they're building it the right way, and I'm excited to help build them and be a part of it with them.
You said your dad. You said your dad was Chris. That was your dad. That
Yeah, Yep.
Does
So
he
they're
get
back
confused with the pitcher? Or is he the
yeah,
pitcher, I
all
should
the time.
say?
All the time. I
All
wish
the
he
time.
was. No, man, he's studying to be a deacon. He's in a
Oh,
diaconate
nice.
process, deacon of the Catholic Church. So, man, I know his prayers and his support throughout the years has kept me going. So, I can't wait for him to be at every game. He's tried to get me to every game like my life playing, and it was tough when living in Albuquerque, because no easy way to get to Albuquerque. So he's had to fly through Houston or Dallas, but he came out and visited me out here, and I can't wait. I mean, giving back to my family. They're the reason I'm here. They're the reason I'm doing it.
Well, shout out to your dad for
Not
the
to my dad.
support. Shout out to your dad for the support, and hopefully we can have you back as well. That'd be awesome.
Y'all have me on it. We can do this weekly if y'all want to. We can just talk ball.
Sounds great. Looks like you got your co-host for the show.
Hey, that's right. We'll talk voodoo football. We'll talk some Eagles.
Hey,
Sounds good.
you can talk Eagles with Sam. I'm not talking Eagles with
You want
Sam.
to talk some of that right there. Some college ball.
I'll talk college ball all day for sure.
I'll talk it.
That's not Sam's wheelhouse though. He already let us know about that.
Sorry.
Sam scheduled this during the Eagles game. I know he's probably watching it. That's why he can't come up with questions.
No, that has nothing to do with it. I did just glance at the score just now, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a big game. That's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, I happened to look right at the time when the score was not on the screen, so that's one of those things.
Yeah.
The East Coast is getting battered right now. We got some weather. I'm going to have 6 inches of snow. I'm up in Maine.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wow is right. Great state to raise a family in. Not the best living environment sometimes, but
Right.
But we're getting battered with weather. The whole West Coast. Philadelphia is getting. Pittsburgh was on 2 weather delays.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's 6-0, by the way, Eagles.
Okay. Well, man, y'all don't actually. I told y'all to go look at the mountains. Y'all actually don't go look at it because it's 55. It's crisp. It's beautiful. Yep. The sun's out here in Albuquerque. That's some of the best weather ever out here in Albuquerque, up in the Southwest.
I mean, all I have to do is just go outside, and I could pretty much see mountains from anywhere. So, I mean, that's
Maine?
all. Oh yeah,
wow.
We got mountains all. Oh, Maine's gorgeous. Maine is a beautiful state, especially in the summertime. If you ever get a chance to make it up this way, come on up, man. We'll chill, meet up, and eat some good food. And
some
ever had a lobster roll from Maine?
Oh,
probably
not. Not from Maine.
Not from Maine.
I've had some in Boston and Worcester, but I've never been up more that way. So that'll be a bucket list. I'll add it to the bucket list. I appreciate you.
Ironically enough, Boston and Massachusetts actually do their lobster rolls differently than Maine.
Really?
So we'll blow them out of the water.
Okay, perfect.
We'll blow them out of the water.
I'm ready to get back to that seafood in Louisiana.
Great.
Man, now you guys are making me jealous. I'm all stuck here in the middle of the country in Colorado.
What part of Colorado are you in, Sam?
The southwest portion. Actually, I was going to ask where exactly you covered. Do you go all the way up to like Pueblo in the Springs?
I don't. I covered Durango and Cortez.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I've been through Pueblo and Colorado Springs, just driving up to Denver, and I'll probably drive up. I got family in Denver, so we'll need to take a little ski weekend before the season.
It's the best place to do it. That's for sure. Plenty of resorts for sure.
Mm.
Ironically, not my thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really fit in Colorado very well, but I love it here. I don't know what it is. So
yeah,
I can't really complain.
And my big butt, I'm not getting on skis. Like I used to ice skate. I could do that. Maybe if I got back on them, I could maybe do it. But nah, I like my feet on the ground. So football.
I don't blame you.
Where it was basketball, baseball. Those are my sports. Those winter sports. I don't like being cold either. It sucks being up in Maine because
that's a good thing about basketball and arena football. We'll be inside. It's comfortable. AC if it's hot outside. If it's cold, look at Darius, guys. Is that official? Is that happening?
Christian's been on this. Darius.
There
it is.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to really watch some. Why is he charging? Look at I don't know what number. I haven't asked what numbers are available, but we'll see.
Shout out to Jordan. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Jordan, yeah.
That's my guy. He'll be tuned in. He lives out in Albuquerque. He's a Louisiana guy too, so he'll be coming to some games. And we became friends just through football and talking LSU and talking Joe Burrow. He's a huge Joey B fan. So, man, he's been awesome. Been sport. I'm at his place using his computer right now, so we don't have the technical difficulties on my phone. So,
I saw you. I saw one of your that made me think about it. I saw one of your Instagram posts that you were on the same team as Burrow.
I was.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you and Burrow? Did you guys spark up a friendship while you guys were there? Or?
I wouldn't say we sparked up a friendship, but we had I learned a lot from him, and
Yeah.
I hope he learned some things from me. He came in to do one job, and that was to win, and he did it. So, I respect it though. He wasn't there to make friends and to make buddies. He took care of business on the field, and then the friends came after that. So,
yeah, for sure.
I need to go in with a mindset like that as well. But it'll be different because I'll be out there helping sell tickets and merch, and so I don't know how it's going to work. But I definitely am embracing this, and I want to bring the whole community together over it. But it's going to be a job when I go throughout the week. My process is a lot of film work. I'm going to be, and also I'm going to be working my job too, hopefully. So I'll be busy down there, and it's going to be good for me. I'm staying busy, staying working out, and preparing for the games. I'll be locked in.
Jordan asks, are you going to be wearing number 13?
I have no idea. I have not talked about numbers. I'm going to have to, I guess, ask them. How do I feel with the XFL? Man, it's tough. You hate to see those markets go and less, less places for guys to go. But maybe they come sign at AFL now with kind of the contracts are a little bit more money than the IFL. So I think those guys. What is the ELF? Is that Europe?
The European League of Football. Okay. Yeah.
I'd probably be more interested in going up to Canada than I would to Europe. I'll go down. I've never been to Europe though, but I'd go. I'd want to go vacation. I probably wouldn't want to live out there and play. It'd be too far away from everybody.
From everybody, yeah. Family man, right there.
I'm a family man. I love my family.
I like it.
I've been away from them for a while, man. I've been out in Albuquerque in the desert, maturing and grinding for 2 years, getting ready to come back and be the man they need me to be.
Love it, man. Love it.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
100%. So I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited about this season for the Voodoo already. I mean, I'm a big fan of Coach Shiver. I think he's going to be great in the league.
Is it Shiver? It's Shiver, not Shiver?
I believe that's what he said, right?
It's Shiver, yeah. I had to ask.
Yeah.
But there was a running back that plays up in the CFL, and they were calling him Sean Shiver, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I always thought it was Shivers, but I actually think he was a Louisiana boy, actually.
Really?
I actually think he was from Louisiana, I believe.
Shout out to Shivers or Shivers, man. Come back to the movie.
I almost want to say I think he was down in Louisiana. Sean Shivers, I believe is his name, and yeah, that's where I got it from. So I had to ask the question right away. First question I asked, I was like, is it Shiver or Shiver?
Yes, I want to make sure that gets corrected. So I apologize to Coach.
Oh, you're good. You're good. It's possible I'm pronouncing it wrong, so we'll have to go back and watch the interview.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I really appreciate your time, Andre.
I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry talking to you. The Philly game, dude.
It's whatever. I'm more interested in this at this point, to be quite honest. I was actually telling these guys recently, like I got into this originally covering the NFL.
Nice.
And as everything's kind of evolved, I'm more into arena and indoor football at this point than I am the outdoor game anymore. Just because part of it because of this, like you guys are accessible.
Right.
You get to know the person behind the face mask, for a lack of a better term. And awesome. It's really it's different. I feel like you guys are a little bit more hungry, a little bit more determined. I don't want to say that in an ill manner toward NFL players, because they're obviously, some of the best in the world. But, a lot of you guys are working jobs, you're doing stuff like that. And you're still playing ball because of the love for the game, and that's what resonates with me for sure.
For sure, man. We appreciate you. I speak for myself and I told everybody I was coming on Shady Sports. We all know who you guys are, and we appreciate you guys covering it and, giving us coverage and giving us some, opportunity to show, like speak on the Voodoo for the season. So give them some recognition. And man, if y'all weren't doing it, I don't know who would be doing it. So y'all do a great job, and it's an honor to be with you guys. And hopefully we do it again soon and often.
You know,
We definitely will.
you know, for me, like interviewing the players, you know, whether it was, you know, whether it's been the ELF or, you know, you did a little bit of some USFL guys and a lot of the indoor guys. It's just, it just, the fact that you guys are grinding, hungry, but still humble and willing to give back to the community and give back to us in a sense of, you know, like it's a partnership, and I think that that's one of the things that resonates with me more because, like you just said, that you appreciate what we do. We appreciate you being on and taking time out of your day to talk football with us. You know, because it adds just a whole new element of just like it makes me more excited for leagues because then I can be like, I know that guy. I've
Right.
talked to that guy. You know, like I've had an interview with him, so we can sit down. I can just shoot you a message and just be like, hey, go get that championship,
Yes,
or
sir.
you know,
Yes, sir.
congratulations on your championship, or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Like that's just a whole different level. So Sam, I totally understand it, man. I get it.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
you
love
know,
you brought up that word because that's what we're coming for.
Yeah.
We're gonna be focused. We're gonna be locked in. I'll make sure those guys know that's why I'm coming to the Voodoo. You know, we're gonna build the community up, but we're gonna win a championship too. So
I had to use the championship.
I love it, man. I was gonna make sure I ended it with it so that all the teammates and my future teammates, the coaches watching. So I'm coming in to do. That's my mindset.
It's a perfect way to end it. And on that note, I hope you guys tune in for the next episode because it sounds like we'll have something pretty sweet for Voodoo fans coming up pretty quick. So just stay tuned. So we'll let you guys know when we can tell you more. On that note, have fun. Enjoy the rest of this afternoon of football and have a good week. And we'll see you guys next weekend.
I'm a
Hit that
game
subscribe.
changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.